Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Wormer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact, and we're ready to start Act 5 of Chapter 3. This has been such a fantastic story we've done so far, and we're not even nearly finished. Sumeru is long, and that's not a complaint in my book. I do like, you know, lengthy stories, and I do love the Sumeru story so far, and I love the crew in Sumeru as well. Whereabouts are we going here? Oh, talk to Candace. Down here, okay. Didn't even notice you there for a second, Candace, which is strange because you do stand out quite a bit once you see yourself.
Candace,
We're here?
Has everyone arrived?
This is crazy. I'm like pumped, man. It was like we had that like Lord of the Rings, like we're all together before this.
Everyone is already waiting
Okay.
inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's
Heck
join
yeah.
them.
Please, wait a moment.
Well, what's up?
Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'll try not to.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Here we go. Act 5. Akasha pulses. Akasha pulses. So we have to go upstairs now and go inside? Yeah, and if you didn't see the last episode, we kind of have a fully fledged Scaramouche ready now. He's pretty good. And I like him a lot. I like using him a lot. And he's actually been ripping through some enemies too. Look at that. Do you think you could do this? Probably not. I couldn't do it. I'm buzzing. I'm so buzzing. I'm buzzing. Who's the first person we're gonna see?
Everyone's here so early. But why isn't anybody talking?
Yeah, it's these three.
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready?
We can start now. Look at this crew.
Very well.
Oh my god, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try.
We can try, yeah.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon
You're making
nervous.
Calvin nervous. Wait.
You're finally done.
Are they deliberately not telling us? Look at the way they're walking in separate, like, you know, like all separately, 3 different ways. Are they doing this on purpose to make sure we don't know everything that's gonna happen? Like us as players?
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be
Candace with the worry.
careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take
It's so
care.
cool that we had like, you know, 3 people that were like, we're at each other's throats basically, and now they're like, we're on the same team as them.
Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
Heck yeah.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
We'll make our next move on the Inahabra day.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
Paimon, if it can go wrong, it probably will.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you have my trust.
And we're with some of the most capable people you could, you know, be with.
Candace gave us a compliment.
Paimon loves a good compliment.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
I'm buzzing.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your
Heck yeah.
words.
I'm very glad to hear
Candace
that.
obviously has to stay behind in this village as well. You know, we've seen how like her defense is so needed here.
I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care.
Thank you, Candace.
You're welcome. And thank you for
It's no
taking
issue.
my advice.
It's no issue.
Good luck. With everything. I'll be here in the village praying for you.
I'm so nervous. Oh my god. So we have to meet up with Al-Haytham. Let's go. We're about to see just over here. Is it me or just Scaramouche runs very maybe because yeah, look at this. Look how fast he runs. It's a really fast run.
Sounds good. I'll go make some
Like
preparations.
we've been collecting allies.
Okay.
I'll hate them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did.
I'm not saying that like a
But
mother.
I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it.
I do agree with Al-Haytham here. Like, obviously, like, you're going to say to Candace, let's be careful. But most plans, especially plans like this, we have seen in the game thus far, you have to take risks. You know what I mean? And you have to take risks and hope that someone is there to catch you when you're about to fall. That's what has to happen.
I hope this is
No,
clear to
100%. Yeah, I understand and accept. Yeah, no, 100%. Like, you look at the battle with Osisis. I always get the name wrong. We had people to catch us there, but we were taking risks left, right. We had someone to catch us there, but we also, like, you know, we're taking risks left, right, and center, like jumping right into the battle.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale?
Al-Haytham's a bit of a realist. He always has been.
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of
Oh,
encouragement.
Paimon.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation.
Okay, fine, Al-Haytham.
We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight.
Okay.
Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar.
Yeah, why is, like, Paimon, like, extra adorable today?
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
The voice acting read here is so good. This guy.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment.
I mean, that can get dangerous though. Like,
That reminds
we
me.
could call the. I think I would definitely say some of the people at academia are lunatics, and you know, if that board, you know, there's a fine line. There's a fine line between lunacy and genius.
Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals.
Okay.
Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood
Oh,
the
wow.
true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
100%. 100%.
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tighnari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause
Yeah.
of Irminsul's illness
Like
may
left behind
precisely
from
be
what happened with,
pollution from
King
forbidden
Deshret.
knowledge.
But if that's the case, what should we do?
We must tell Nahida.
This is huge.
Yeah, but like we need to get to Nahida.
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
She said the key to saving Irminsul is contained within the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
You mean it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole the world forget me?
Yeah.
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces. To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory
Where
Okay.
are we going?
to an Eremite base.
We're going to an Eremite base. Okay. Yeah, like to me, like that like makes perfect sense. By the way, that like it's almost like yes, you know, it's very similar to what's happening would happen with King Desherid, yeah. And I think you know what it is. It's like it's left behind. It's like the remnants of that forbidden knowledge that was taken, and now like because the knowledge capsules are being used more and more, you're seeing this pollution like you know kind of spreading. It's almost like you know almost like everyone's using the same type of like. I don't know how to say it, like you know like an ooze or like Ivan's ooze or something, you know, it's spreading and spreading more and more. Ivan's ooze is such like a trivial way of describing it, like from the Power Rangers movie, because it's a very different concept in terms of like what it actually is. But it is kind of like this thing where like the use of forbidden knowledge and the transferring of forbidden knowledge and like the harvesting of forbidden knowledge definitely has something related to how bad it's getting here as well. It has to. I forgot we're not fighting these guys. I was like, come on. Let's go. I think as well, by the way, just to show you where I'm at with characters, Kalei is now at level 50, which is fantastic for her. We need to ascend her past this, which we have, nearly have ascension materials. We have to get 10 more of these mushrooms and we can ascend her to level 60. She's actually doing very well. We have enough of these upgrade materials too to level her up. And then, of course, Scaramouche is fine, too. Like, he's where I want him right now. Especially for my type of playstyle, you know what I mean? He's definitely where I want him. So we have to go up top? Yep. Up here? Ladders, who needs them?
The wind rises.
I do like, one thing... Oh, okay. I do like Alhaitham always takes, like, a different approach to
they're
everything
here.
as well. A very scholarly approach.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe.
They're not
And
going to do
is that
anything
the
when
traveler I
Sino,
see?
like, you know, when Sino knows about them.
How's the work going?
Ah, yes. We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under
Okay.
repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
Yeah, especially we know the danger of this stuff now.
What's that look on your face? Are
Kind
you
of.
scared?
Kind of, yes.
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very,
Yeah. Paimon just doesn't want us to get hurt as well.
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with... Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule.
Me?
Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes, I do.
Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
We're just gonna put on this helmet?
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes.
Is he thinking of like transferring other people's conviction to our conviction to other people?
Paimon is still really
And
worried.
Paimon, that's the sweetest thing in the world.
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
So we're gonna transfer our own conviction like directly, like it's almost like a concentrated conviction.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
I'm ready. I mean, we have like I'll take Alhaitham's word for him. He has helped us out quite a bit, and he is a very smart dude.
Imagine this.
Whoa.
We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements.
Sure. Okay.
Now, open your eyes.
Not a bad sight to see when you open your eyes, I'll tell you that much.
Here,
What's this?
read it out loud.
I love how Paimon is like still like questioning everything just for our safety. Although you don't quite understand the purpose of this recording, you still follow Hayden's instructions? Yeah, of course.
It's done.
What a fascinating experience.
Is your head okay? Does
Oh,
anything hurt?
Paimon, thank you so much. Always thinking about us.
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but
Great
for
Shire.
those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
Reliant on the Akasha? Yeah.
A fool? A machine?
Kind of maybe a machine is a better way of describing than I said.
A slave to
Yeah,
orders.
like you become reliant on it, yeah.
And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
I love how inquisitive Paimon is as well, because Paimon is, because she is like a very good, like, well, she's just like, that's her personality. It's also like a very good story writing device to make sure that we get like answers while also not making it feel forced. You have a character like Paimon that doesn't quite understand every single aspect of the world. Like we don't either. So we're getting all these answers through Paimon, which is really cool.
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting.
Okay.
One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
He's like, I don't know. I have no idea.
That's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Oh, wow. So that's like, again, like that is like the source of knowledge for like all the people, especially like in Sumeru City, right? The idea of like the Akasha terminal. And we've also seen with the Akasha terminal as well that like, you know, it also prevents people from knowing some information too. It's like it only gives you the amount of information that they want you to know about, which is super dangerous. It's super, super dangerous. Like we can say that right now, like, and it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be like, we control all the information, we control the media, we control everything, while you get as much information as we want you to see. And it's a tale as old as time. It's always been that way in our world too. Nice. So yeah, a few people were saying try out the strong attack. We can do both as well, the strong attack and the basic attack. But yeah, I wonder how he's going to change it. I wonder if he's going to change it so that everyone can access the information, so everyone can know about Lesser Lord Kusanali, can know about Nahida. That could be the case. Or maybe it's like a situation where he's going to change it so that he implants some like conviction to save Lesser Lord Kusanali into the Akasha. We'll see. I think it's a really interesting concept, like, because again, like, if they've been using it, it's kind of like very poetic, and the games have always been the game has always been very good at doing this, in my opinion. Genshin, where it has like a live by the sword kind of die by the sword attitude. For a lot of the kind of like enemies in this game, it's like the thing that like that they've been kind of like, okay, they think that we've been kind of like that the person we're fighting, it's not always an enemy, because like I really feel like, you know, even like some of our biggest boss battles in this game, we have learned to love those people at the same time. Raiden Shogun, child. But it is kind of like, hey, you know, you live by your convictions, and that's how you're going to be like kind of like defeated in the end. And so it would make sense that, in a way, how we kind of like help defeat this academia is by their own means that they use to like control everybody else with the Akasha. It would be very poetic.
The hunting.
The reason why I usually would just pass by these battles, but because like it's still very new for me to be using Scaramouche, I kind of want to like make sure I'm like using them as much as possible. Oh, it's actually far away. We're not gonna walk there. Caravan Rebot. Yeah, like I'm really excited to see what's gonna be happening with this story. The best example, just to give an example, because I realized I didn't give an example with Signora, the way she was. Oh, look at there's a side note. The way Signora was defeated, I really feel was like, you know, because she attacked Venti, she attacked a god, and successfully did what she did in Mondstadt. That type of hubris that she had, that confidence that she could like challenge a god, really was what led her to like believe that the Raiden Shogun would never defeat her. Her guard was completely down, thinking, okay, I'll fight this traveler. Like, what the hell? We were able to like kind of like knock her off her pedestal because of her guard was kind of down, because she knew like I can defeat a god. And then the Raiden Shogun in the end, she even said it to her, you can't do this, you can't do this. And again, that's how she got freaking destroyed. It was her own hubris, like leading to believe that she was untouchable in that situation.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
Oh.
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages.
Oh, wow.
Hatham's plan is even more radical than I
So there is still that idea that of course, they're all different personalities coming together.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our
Man,
plan.
I've traveled with Sino for a bit now. I trust him with my life. You're not going to probably get me on your side.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Al-Haytham for suggestions. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have
That's
agreed
fair. If
to the
those
plan.
suggestions were discussed in the meeting, then he doesn't have to agree to them then, and you wouldn't want to agree to them.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
I like Sino sticking to his convictions here as well, because it's like, while they're all working together, they're not going to have these big, massive changes. Like, what's going to work is how good they are individually on the same team, right?
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something
sure,
you should
thank you.
know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Oh, like it's kind of like an old, like, you know, hey, this is my prisoner. I got to escort them in here, you know?
Wait, how can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get
That's
the
kind of
job done.
like, you know, related to what he was saying to us, where he wanted us to take a few risks as well, didn't he?
He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the
True.
guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once pushed.
See, that's the
comes to
thing with the
shove.
guards take it too far when they're resisting.
I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our
Okay.
own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to
They
come
intentionally
by.
showed in like in previous episodes that Sino does care about people. Like he has a heart, more than a heart. And I really feel like they've done that so we like, you know, it's a very believable conviction to have that he would care about his allies. We've seen how much his interactions with Tighnari now. You know, doing that story quest definitely boosted this idea of the story too. We've seen his interactions with that little girl and that family where he's like, hey, look, I'll get the medicine for your daughter, but I can't overlook what you're doing. It's really cool what they've done here.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like
I actually
this.
feel that. I think he has treated us that way.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I can help. I know what I'm doing.
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little
We
bit.
should respect the determination of Ramhan and his comrades. I guess it's the only
Sino,
choice there.
On behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety.
I think that's cool. Sino kind of not changing his mind, but changing a little bit of his perspective once he sees their convictions. And he also knows that we will help out the best we can as well, because he's seen what we can do as well.
Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendroarchon and those of King Deshret.
There we go.
Everyone's
I
life
agree.
is
I agree.
equally important.
I agree. Well done, Sino.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our
Great,
shared
like, great, like,
dream.
yeah, no, Sino's 100% correct about that. Like, yeah, there's no more violence between those sides. No more. No more.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that scene. I love how much they respect their characters in this game, by the way. Like, they don't just change on the drop of a hat. They show the reason why they could change. We've seen it in the story mission. We've seen it in we've seen it in the last Archon mission as well. We've seen it when in our introduction with Sino. Everything he said was like, oh, that's true. He does respect us to tell us the truth and to be honest with us. Oh, that's true. He does have a heart. He does care about people. So it's not coming out of nowhere that he just starts to care about people and care about his allies. He has a really good friend in Tighnari. Like, it's all like been so well built, and they respect their characters enough to allow us to see the little inklings, so that when it does happen on a bigger scale like this, like doing this mission, it's like, oh, it's not a shock. It's just a really like beautiful moment where like they actually respect their characters.
Guards,
General Mahamatra, to what do we owe the honor?
I love that Sino just has to walk in somewhere and go, hey, and everyone goes, oh, yo, Sino.
keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Perfect character design, by the way.
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible, and treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need
He's
personnel.
so good at this. You should do a stage play, Sino.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Sino is definitely like the Meryl Streep of Genshin. You look so commanding when you're working, yeah.
Because this is work.
That's a compliment, by the way. I'm saying like he's great at like performing, you know? You're much more friendly to us. Well, I guess like some of the stuff he like, I guess is, you know what? Actually, I think it's less of a performance when what you're saying is like based on actual truth and code and like codes and actual facts that are in the like your rule book. You know? So I guess that's like yeah. You're much more friendly to us. Yeah, he is.
Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra? Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
Possibly.
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of
Great.
importance. But don't worry. The guards there
Love
shouldn't
it,
know that
love it.
Sino has stepped down.
Absolutely love this. They're doing flashbacks to the comment. I wonder if they're going to do this throughout the whole chapter.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matras still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Oh yeah.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
And I wonder if it is like a case of like, it spells bad news for the Academia, you know?
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think
He
you'll
says
need
for
to
now,
worry.
though, that's kind of worrying, isn't it?
If you remember, when you first came to Aru village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
Right.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic. By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times?
There it is, yeah. Not everyone's going to always act in their the way that they've acted before.
Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance?
I mean, that's like it's actually like a great because again, like every single situation is different, as he's saying, and we're going to react to every single situation in a different way.
Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it.
So, because he's now like has friends and he has people that he's working with all the time, not just friends, because he's always had people that liked him, but now that he has like people like he's working with all the time, the Akasha's like, wait, what do we do? Because he's like working with people now. He's usually, it's like, okay, because they can't predict what he's going to do when he's a part of a 5-person group, rather than when he's just on his own. That is so
Our
cool.
thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves
Yeah.
together to become a complicated,
God,
chaotic
it's so
mess.
cool.
Any one of us could potentially
Mm-hmm.
disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion,
That's so
we're
cool.
probably safe
And they
for
haven't had
now.
time to adapt to it yet?
Huh. Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so?
I know I love the idea that because he's like friends with us now, everything's changed.
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Oh my god, and that means so much to Sign, and we know his past with his former partner as well.
Paimon's so glad that this is settled.
Yeah. I love that. I loved it in the flashbacks. We were like, oh, what are they talking about in that meeting? And they're just doing. If they keep doing that, that's gonna be really
Next
cool.
time,
Even if it's only
pay
one time thing,
attention
it's cool.
during our meetings.
Oh, poor Paimon. I'm confident that we can do this.
Just remember to stay
Heck yeah.
vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not
Oh,
expecting
no.
your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Luxembourg.
Oh, we love a good Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Construct?
Beep! Construct! Beep!
The eyes! Paimon, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
Stop. Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
Just the idea as well that a construct's gonna go, construct. So obviously this was part of the plan as well, because like usually Paimon would be like, construct. Oh, Paimon, you're the best. You're the absolute best.
It seems to be a dire situation,
Oh.
so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
Beep beep.
There's no need for flattery.
Yeah, there's no need for flattery, you fools.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Okay.
Understood.
I need a second. I don't want to like interrupt any serious moments. Whew. Why is that so funny? Okay. We got it. Map!
Hurry, bring
The map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Sino, it's so good to see him in action as well, commanding people. It's so good.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so
Oh,
bad
Paimon,
after
the
all.
advantages we've had so far.
Everyone's so respectful
Oh my
towards
god,
us.
Paimon, you even did the beep beep construct thing. And yeah, and they said nothing.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And
There we go.
now,
Once again,
We're going to strike back against
Their
that
own
massive
their own
pillar of
little
power.
thing that they created with the mantra is like actually going back against them.
Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
Smile on our face. We're ready. We're ready for a smile on our face. Wait until the appointed time 2 days later. What is the appointed time 2 days later? So I guess we just have to wait till 2 days later, I guess. By the way, you can see here like the update hasn't happened yet. The update is downloading now as I speak. I'll add it probably to the previous episode. That's what I'll do. There's an update happening. There's a 30 gigabyte update. 5.0, I think it is. But I haven't downloaded yet. So we're gonna have to. I'll probably add it to the previous episodes. You've already seen that. Yeah. So you have to wait for 2 days here. That was so funny, Paimon. All this stuff I got. What? I guess I wasn't checking my mail for a while. Wait, is there anything else? Okay. Where's the time? Okay, so 2 days. Absolutely earth-shattering, the beep beep moment. Like I think my life has changed forever. I genuinely don't think I'll ever be the same person again. We're just it's just time for the operation now. It's just time to do it. There's no waiting around.
Too slow.
Oh, it's 620 meters away, which is not that far, but still, much better to just like actually, you know, warp there and get out of here like that. Oh, I still have to. I have to remember next Wednesday. I probably have to upgrade this weapon a bit more. Where are we with this? Oh, we could. Oh, yeah. Of course. Now Ascension, yeah, we just have to collect more of these stuff, yeah, which ain't too bad. Drop by levels. Oh, we can craft them though, which is good. Yeah, totally do that. I'm using the Kagura's Verity because we have 2 of these. We have one on Nahida as well. Prototype Amber is what she's using as well. Now someone did say that with, I think it's with your weapon. Now can we ascend? Oh, we could. Oh. I mean, why not? I mean, I can collect more coins anyway. Then we have to do that on Wednesday again as well. But I think someone was saying to... Well, how do you do it again? Refine. Refine it, because we... Oh, we don't have any other Favonius bows? Oh, no, we actually have to select the material. I'm an idiot. Select materials. So we have, like, a bunch of other Favonius bows. Why is it locked? Add. Why is it locked? Why is the Favonius bow locked? No, why is it locked? How do I unlock it? Again, this is like why, like, I'm 400 hours in this game and I can barely navigate the menu. I'm guessing. Okay, I think we have to go into equipment.
Exchange pleasantries.
Let's see here. Get to the Favonius Warbow. How do we unlock it? I honestly don't. I'll have to look it up later or something. Like, guys, like I never do that. That's the thing. I never unlock stuff in this game.
Silence.
I've been playing this game for nearly 400 hours now, and I have never done that. I can barely navigate the menu sometimes. And you know what? That's just who I am.
Our helpers have arrived already. Let's hurry over.
Wait a moment.
So I know. Always helping us.
It's
Yeah.
you.
I love that we can have a relief. Other people are getting really scared when they see Sino. We have a relief when we see Sino.
You're my assistant, remember?
True.
Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation
Okay.
is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
This is gonna be very
Make preparations and be ready for
you know,
combat.
very like down to like the last, like the skin of our teeth, I feel like. Wait, do we actually have to fight them?
Halt!
Oh, okay.
Oh? What a warm welcome. What do you want?
I just go, that's my friend. That's my new friend. That's my new friend.
Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Oh my lord.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Jesus, even when I know he's like, you know, playing it up, it's still kind of terrifying.
Oh. Nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Really cool stuff. They're doing a good job of this. Oh, we actually are fighting him. Great. Awesome. Defeat all opponent within 300 seconds. We can do that.
Gears of the storm.
Especially since they are like only level 80.
Search for it. Know the place.
It's like, wait, we have the Balladeer with us? Robin's like, you brought the Balladeer?
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Dare to mess with me?
Squall Fury.
Oh, yeah, that's why we definitely need Layla. And I'm actually very excited to get Layla on the team, to be honest. It's just a matter of leveling her up soon. Which actually, she's going to be a very easy level. We found that out.
It's over.
Yeah, we told you it wasn't
We
going to
have
be easy.
subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it.
Oh, great
first.
line. Great line. Sino's playing this up. This is why I mean he should be the stage play.
Deshret will curse you, and you will.
Well, I guess like
all-
Sino seeing this is he just has to be himself.
Silence.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Restrain
you just
them
smack
and
him
take
across
them
the
back to
face?
Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
Very good job. Very good job, Sino.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes. Things went
Yeah, you were
perfectly.
freaking fantastic.
That's fantastic.
No, okay. I'm never beating the allegations that people have that people say me and Paimon share the same brain cell. I'm never gonna beat the allegations.
And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked convincing.
Oh my god, it was brutal. It was brutal.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru City safely.
Thank you, Sino.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
No, he's fantastic. He's absolutely fantastic. He's becoming like a top 5 favorite character in this entire game for me. Really is.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe Dehya should already be waiting for you.
Perfect.
Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to
Oh my god,
Tighnari.
Tighnari! I love this.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tighnari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
I don't know. I think Sino knows him better than we do. I'm a little worried about that too.
I have a very close relationship with
Yeah.
Tighnari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side.
Oh my god.
He knows I won't make jokes about things like
See,
this.
that's what's so cool. That's like, again, I could tell they were on the same, like this, like, okay. We knew they were, like, from the actual story mode that we played, the story quest for Sign of Act 1, what was really cool about Story Quest Act 1 was at the end of it, you saw Tighnari, he actually came all the way to Caravan Rubat just to check on Sino's wounds. Just to see if he was okay, and to, like, be like, hey, stop getting into trouble, right? And I had never seen Sino's face light up as he was when they were talking. It was like, it was exactly as you'd expect. They were so close with each other. Like you said, I have a very close relationship with Tighnari. They were so close with each other. It's very, very, very cool. And we could tell that. You can tell that even now.
If we need help, Tighnari is the best option.
Yeah, look how much faith. Look how much faith he has in this boy.
Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh my god, did they attack us or something? Because I'm on pause and like Fischl is like here. She's like hanging out here for a second. Oh my god, they did attack us. Look at what, oh my god. I thought the game, oh, the game doesn't pause when you, I forgot the game doesn't pause when you back out of it. Oh my god, they wrecked our guys and Fischl ran up, like rightly so, to get away from them. Holy hell. Fischl could destroy these things in one go. She's amazing. Yeah, let's go heal up our characters. We're gonna be fast traveling anyway, so we might as well. There we go. And back up to Caravan Rebat. I do love that this feels like we're actually doing like a kind of Ocean's 11 type plan. You know, it really feels that way. It's really cool. Beep, construct, beep. Am I right, guys? Oh, tea with Dehya.
Dehya, we're here!
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most
Like,
important
this is
of
so
all?
cool. And we're like meeting like all
Here
the
you come rolling in
different
late.
characters involved in the plan. My part of the plan is this part. I'll go up here at 11:40. We'll meet this thing at 12:30.
In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of.
Sorry, the situation was a bit tricky.
I just like seeing that serious look on your face. All right, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
I know, like, I appreciate all these characters. This has been such a great time. This has been such a fantastic time.
Well, where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as
Oh
the
my
Doctor.
god.
We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What?
Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to
Oh my
impossible
god,
for
wait,
us
we actually have to
achieve
like
our
wait to meet up
goals.
with the doctor?
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon
Oh my god, you can say that 20 more times, thank you.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that.
So what should we do?
According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tighnari.
Okay.
If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tighnari still
Oh,
has
you
the
100% have been
Academia's
trying to get him on
trust.
side for so long.
So, we'll find Tighnari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan.
Heck yeah.
The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard.
I didn't expect you to become my bodyguard, honestly.
You should be honored.
Lovely
I don't
laugh, by the
offer
way.
my services to just anyone.
Really
you know.
sweet laugh.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for
Oh,
more.
Paimon with the little squint eye, like, huh?
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess
Whatever
I
you
could
want,
apply a
yeah. Whatever you
discount.
want.
How much more do you want? Paimon's not sure we can afford
This is my master of coin, Paimon.
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a
Oh,
smile?
if he smiles, I'm
What do you
gonna
say?
die.
I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they
You're
smile.
right. You have no idea, Dehya.
Come on.
Give us
you
a smile.
so that
Give
I
us a
can be less
smile. Oh, sweetheart. Thank you, Dehya.
Looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become
Oh my
our
god,
lucky charm.
true. True, true, true.
There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Party's DI.
So cool. So cool, man. Such a sweet scene as well. Like again, I love that we've seen so many sides to all to the as I think someone called them the Desert Crew, with Dehya, Al-Haytham, and Sino. I really love the different sides we've seen to them. It's been so cool interacting with them. I love it. That was such a sweet scene as well. I've also just been informed as well that like someone warned me not to press the skip Archon quest. Apparently there's gonna be a skip Archon quest function in the next update. If I press that, like, I don't think you'd ever see me again, guys. You'll never see me again at that stage. I'd probably be too embarrassed to upload a Genshin video ever again, to be honest. There's our boy. We was talking to your boyfriend. He said you're really cool.
Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Long time no see, man. I love Tighnari.
Hey there.
This is our friend Dehya. She's an Eremite mercenary.
The way she says that's a mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
Tighnari, want to ask you about something.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right. Then follow
Oh,
me.
look at that. I mean, of course he trusts us as well at this point as well. All the things we've been through here. There's another freaking Sumeru transition again.
This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me?
Have you met the doctor? I want to know where he is. Oh my god, do we actually though?
Doctor.
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know
Oh
him.
my god, it's probably one of the only characters in this game that like it doesn't even terrify me. Makes my skin just crawl. I feel icky.
Actually, he left Paradis DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Whereabouts?
Yeah. He came looking for me.
What?
Can I ask what it was
Yeah.
about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very
And it
important
legit,
to us.
I will say this, it legit like will help save a lot of people.
For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say?
Yep, Saito.
I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the
Oh, he's gonna figure it out
academia.
right away.
Okay. I'll answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's
Oh
happened.
my freaking god. You do not have to say a thing. The word Sino has triggered something. I've activated.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight
Oh my
to the
god, this is
point.
perfect.
The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with
Of
him.
course he did.
Hypatia? Why would he want
Because she has
her?
those visions of the balladeer. What is he after?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is
Oh my god,
imminent.
of course. Look at this!
So you mean you're leaving this place soon?
What a freaking transition!
Indeed.
Oh my god,
Otherwise,
stop.
we could have perhaps talked a little more.
He's terrifying.
I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis Di. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
And I know it comes from reading the manga as well. I know that's the case as well, right? That like I just have this like utter fear of this guy. Like this, it's
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
oh my god, and he's asking all these questions.
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
Is his freaking earring a freaking injection?
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Tighnari, this dude would put her in a box that says "not fragile" on it, and just like and not tie it down and put it in the back of a van and have no problem just driving through like the rockiest road you've ever seen. This dude does not care about this transfer.
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Oh my god. I know this is in the past and even I'm tense about this.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another
Good
nation.
man, Tighnari, good man.
Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer.
Great. This is why we love Tighnari. Look at this. And it's why it's always been like the best person to be caring for Calais as well.
Your suggestion is rude and reckless.
Get him!
I'll pass.
Me behind Tighnari's back. Get him! Nice transitions here.
I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that
Oh
I've
my
come
god,
to
Tighnari. Oh my
detest.
god, yes.
It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's confident in himself and his abilities to a point of near insanity.
Tighnari's the smartest person in the world.
I would never refer a patient to someone like him.
Do you think you'll just give up on her?
I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really concerned me.
It's like Seto Kaiba in like Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, like where it's like, you know, gimme Hypatia. I'm not taking no for an answer. No. Drat's foiled again. Like in this situation, it does seem strange that he was just like, okay. Fine. He gave up, which means he probably has another plan. Oh god. Oh god.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense.
Like he's not trying to rock the both here.
You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected.
This is actually like, to me, like that's such a subtle, like backhanded compliment. Right? You're so young and you're already stubborn? You know what I mean? And people never understand, like backhanded compliments can be so frustrating sometimes, right? Where like, and this is definitely that. Cause like, again, But the difference is he knows it's a backhand compliment. And the people that do give backhanded compliments, like, they sometimes subconsciously do it. But this is one of those things. It's like the equivalent of like when someone goes like, wow, you really wear that shirt nice for a tall person. You know? Wow, you know, I didn't expect you to, like, that hair to suit you so well, especially on your head. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so underhanded, and it's like, ah. And then when you talk back to them and go like, hey, why you give me backhanded compliments? They're like, what, me? Me?
Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today. What with Her Most Noble Majesty, the Tsaritsa, calling for our return.
Yeah. Just openly talking about the Tsaritsa? Like that? Openly?
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
I bet there is.
It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking.
Giving some compliment sandwiches here.
And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what
this outfit's so cool though as well, isn't it? Man, this is kind of like, I'm not gonna cry because it's kind of scary, like how he talked to Tighnari that way. Like he's basically saying you're gonna pay the price for your knowledge.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something.
Oh my god, Paimon, like he's like two blinkers up on the road saying, hey, something unpleasant coming this way.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
Yes, yes.
I can barely believe it myself.
Sorry,
if that's true, the situation.
I went against my
will be
own
in our favor.
my own idea here. It's because I said I'd read out all these, not just read them in my head. Sometimes I can't believe he's actually leaving Sumeru. Yeah, because I know people like are drawing and stuff, I guess, or cooking or doing whatever when, or maybe they're on the you know, they're focusing on something else sometimes.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Thank you for sharing the information with us, Tighnari.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me.
Oh man, another interaction.
Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and the tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted.
And maybe like, you know, you only start noticing things when you start saying, but you know, like that like married couple thing, you know, when like the you know, they come home from work and they're like, man, the boss is really doing this for me. And then like the character, like your spouse goes, haven't they already been asking that? Like something about that question like was very spousy to me.
My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe.
Oh my god!
Something may
So
have happened to him.
was someone forging the letters?
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me, if you can keep yourself safe. Please,
the care that they have for each other.
The first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts.
Oh my god. So are we to, I mean, if I'm wrong, please correct me, but what I'm seeing is here is that Sino started his like almost excommunication from the Academia and is leaving the Academia because of what he found out because of Tighnari's like request of him Tighnari is the reason that he left the academia, in a way. That is such cool information.
If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the academia. If you don't
Oh my
see me there for an
god, that's so
extended period,
cool.
that's your cue.
What a piece of information.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
Yeah, you support him.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct
Oh my god, it's so good.
requests from
It's
the
so freaking good.
academia.
Holy hell. What a way to, like, we didn't even need this, but like it's like now I do need it, right? It's like one of those things I didn't know I needed.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the academia doesn't mean
Heck
blindly
yeah.
doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
They're just both like together distrusting the academia.
The academia, yes. But my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried that he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long, but in the end, it's still caught up to him.
I'm gonna do a transition. I love that scene. I love that scene.
See. So you noticed something was up with the academia from the very
I
beginning.
just love the fact that like Saito didn't mention this once, you know what I mean? Like that like was Tighnari who was just like, hey, can you do this investigation for me? And that's why he left the academia.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all of this. In which case, I
There we
must
go.
keep my promise and help you.
Yeah, because he's like, hey, like, if I leave the academia, that's your time to act. And no wonder he's so trusting of this then.
Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences.
This is one of the best crews that they've had in this game so far.
I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this
Oh my god,
Harbinger.
I'd still hunt down the doctor.
Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis DI?
That way.
Thank you so much, Tighnari.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on
I'll
our
pine
way.
with a little wave. Like I love that because again, like Genshin Impact is a very special story to me, right? It's a very special game to me. Are we getting warped somewhere? Huh?
According
we
to
are.
Tighnari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually
But just before we get
telling
anything
the
further, because I don't
truth.
want to interrupt them talking. Yes, Genshin's story is like incredible. I freaking love it. But the little tiny details that they inject into every single character moment, like you saw there with Tighnari and Sino, are the stuff that like hits me in the heart, like, you know, like over and over again. This idea that both of them are just trusting the academia, and all this time the reason that he is with us right now, Sino, is because of Tighnari, is so cool. You can sense the trust between the two of them. It's such a strong trust that only comes with time and time spent together. They appreciate each other.
He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
Heck yeah.
But we have no idea where he went. How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me.
Great shot here as well.
That Harbinger may
Oh, nice.
have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never
This
even
is so-
thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is.
The idea that we start off with
We're
Sino
headed in the right direction.
and Sino used his
The
methods.
traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly, they're in a hurry.
And now we're with Dehya and we're seeing how she does things as well.
It's just as I thought.
So neat. Like using all their strengths to each of their advantages, you know, in this game. Like that's exactly what I was saying. It feels like this kind of like an actual, like it's like a movie. It's like we're all like work, you know, like how do I explain it? It's like an actual heist. It's like feel like we're doing a heist. It's so cool.
We can stop here. I think I know
For
where
real?
the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
It would make sense as a port.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
I love this. I'm so over the moon with how this is going. So over the moon. So head to Porthomos. So we can just fast travel there, honestly, couldn't we? Like, yeah, there have, yeah, I can say it over and over until I'm blue in the face. Like, you know, the interpretation of like, and the presentation of the characters is so good, and this mission is just, it feels like a culmination of all of that. Oh, sorry. Bah! Yep, I know. I learned my lesson from last time.
Fatui soldiers!
Good catch, Paimon.
Thanks to Dehya's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
It is. Holy hell!
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Do we kill? No, we can't kill yet.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now.
Really?
Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there.
It's super interesting. Oh, and they wanted to meet him, so obviously they hold him in high regard.
Sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday, but his expressions and tones are now
Wait, what do they mean?
Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
What changed?
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
Well, he's probably happy what he's getting up to here. This is it. How are we gonna just keep up here, I guess? Oh, that's an interesting... Wait, is that him up on the boat?
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is
just on his little boat.
Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can.
Okay, give me an actual place, please, game. Here? Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, game.
This place will do. We can hide.
I can't believe how close we are to Dodori. Are we sure he's not planning something? So the doctor didn't lie about leaving Sumeru. But could it really be that simple? Yeah, of course he has a plan. What's the matter? Oh God! And he's waving. What?
Huh? Is
what?
He waving at
what?
us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
What's happening? What's happening?
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers?
They were just here a second ago.
Now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago, but now
the place is empty. Oh my God, we're looking directly at him.
So this was a trap.
But no, there's nobody around us.
Wait, don't tell me that.
What is he doing? What the hell's he doing?
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
The boat carrying the doctor sails out of the harbor.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's
They
DI.
made sure we got her the way.
What do you mean?
Hypatia connected her consciousness to the Balladeer.
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed
That's
to
what he was
see.
saying, the knowledge.
If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I couldn't...
Oh no! Are you saying they're going to...
Because she's seen too much.
Let's go!
Holy hell. So he made sure we followed him all the way out of there. And that's what he meant when he said the knowledge. When we were saying the knowledge is going to come back to bite you, the knowledge is going to be the thing that ends you in the end.
Paradis DI is not a place you Fatui can just show
Oh
up
my
and do
God,
as you please.
of course Dodori had a plan.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Paradis DI for research purposes.
Which are two men, look at them in the background, they look like demons.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only
Tighnari's
come
smart.
here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardistii now, I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herbs.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
He just basically said, shut up or you're going to be in trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping a low profile.
Oh my god. Calling out a Harbinger in front of these guys?
I may be staying at Pardistii as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty
Tighnari!
to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to
This
Sumeru.
is why we love Kalei being with him. This is why we love it.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on
Yes,
my watch.
Tighnari. Oh my god. What a man. What a man.
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Too late for regrets.
Get you up there with the swirl. That was such a cool moment for Tighnari there as well. Again, this is why I love that he's... Are you trying to heal? This is why I love that he's the one who's looking after Clay. Oh my god, he got destroyed. My old enemy! My old enemy! It's the guys with the gun, my old enemies from, like, literally part 18 of the playthrough. I know it's like, water would destroy this. I know water would be what's needed for this. I'm very aware.
Give us Hypatia.
You can aim at the guys if you want. Yeah, like... It's like I love the convictions of Tighnari. I love how he's like acting like with these guys. Like again, like it's these guys are dangerous, and Tighnari knows this. Like, but like again, and he's not stupid. He knew there was some sort of plan going on here. These guys are packing a punch.
Squall Fury.
Yeah, maybe actually because we're fighting Fatui members, I might switch out maybe Fischl for Xing Shou, maybe? Just for now? Because I know we can defeat these guys now, but it might be the best bet. Because like because with Xing Shou we could get these guys easily, and there's gonna be a lot more. If we're fighting Fatui members, there's gonna be a lot more of these guys around here. There's gonna be a lot more of these guys around here.
By royal decree. Too late for regrets.
Remember these guys were like the bane in my existence when I started this playthrough?
Teamwork is dreamwork. Have fun with this gift.
You can hurry up. As you wish, me. Know your place.
Okay, we're still doing good, just still doing good. But yeah, if we can.
Doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah?
You've more?
Been someone's lapdog for so long.
Okay, we can get these guys. We can get these guys with the team. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Oh, missed. As I say that, missed right away. Oh my god, he did a full-on slash with Farazan. Holy hell. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I think it's fine.
Adventure time. I'm going in.
So soon. The wind rises. Bow your head.
Okay, okay. Let's get rid of this guy, because this guy, I should know from my domain farming that this guy is a problem. That this guy is generally always like a little bit, oh, he's going after her, the other guy instead. Again? Oh my god, I'm getting my ass handed to me with this, and there's not, it's just literally bad planning, that's all it is.
Come, sever night from day. Off we go. Let's light lighter they never miss.
Let's eat some food. I should be eating some food as well. We haven't eaten in a while though, so I haven't made a lot of food. We don't. Again, as you can see, I haven't cooked a lot of food in a while. Let's just eat some random stuff then.
Everybody
I'm doing this to
stand
get healed as soon as possible.
By royal decree.
It's kind of a little bit embarrassing, I'll be honest. And like, you know, usually I'm like, oh, not too bad with that. But this time, like, it was literally with poor planning, poor positioning. I think we haven't fought Fatui members in a while as well. So I'm 100% going to admit that we need to do better than that. For sure.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
I think you guys would agree.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Shoot! I can't afford any more bandages. Let's light it up!
And we got these guys fighting us from the other side as well. Look at this.
Adventure time! Off we go!
Shadow Raven, let night fall. Everybody
Again, I should be doing closer to him. If I'm being honest with you, I'm just saying that I'm actually just trying to like make sure we get anybody healing for our guys. Oh wait. Are you serious? This is just a bad performance for me. That's what it is. This is just like bad planning, bad performance. This is just terrible. There's no excuses. There's no like, oh, the video game did this. This is just literally just like, I shouldn't have like put him right in the crossfire there. That was one of the worst fights I've ever done in my life.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't
Very
try
cool
to
stuff
sneak
here.
around and attack.
We'll move on though. We'll move on though. Okay, good, good.
Doesn't look like anyone's broken in.
She appears unharmed. Why is she so still? Yeah. She's just sleeping. Okay. Man, that's like, you know, there's always that worry, isn't there?
Well, how is she?
Everything's fine. She's sound asleep.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good. Oh my god.
So, you think this is over?
Oh my freaking god. What the hell? Can Paimon not see this? Oh my god, the balladeer?
What? The balladeer?
Oh my god, this effect! Oh my god, oh my god. Where? Where is he?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time.
You bet I have,
we
oh my
meet.
god! What is he doing? Oh my god.
But, where is he?
Paimon, I barely know myself. Paimon can't see him, so is his spirit a ghost? Wait. Is it because I made physical contact with Hypatia? The balladeer is in her consciousness? Yes.
I can hear all of your thoughts.
No,
you know.
my god, he's listening in.
Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party's
Oh
Dehya
my
and made
god.
contact with Hypatia.
What did you do to Hypatia?
I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness
Jesus Christ.
with me.
Who are you talking to? It can't be
Oh,
the
Paimon, it
balladeer,
is. It is.
That's
It
impossible.
is.
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch.
But why? This scene looks incredible, by the way. Why?
I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
What? What do you mean?
Hey, traveler! What are you doing?
Yeah, okay, please stay quiet for now. I don't want to say that, but we have to...
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details.
So he's close, he's close.
Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me.
Oh no.
Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle?
So he's actually very close to becoming a god. The Academia acted even faster than we thought. Yeah, they did.
Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for God as they construct it.
This is incredible.
But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. It's truly laughable.
If you can hear my thoughts, I want to ask you a question. Oh my god, yes, Wander, yes.
Yes.
This is like the most you can remember the last time we communicated with him like closed now. What in fairness, last time was in a physical form. We had the same fear. You're acting more friendly than usual, or am I mistaken? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you.
This is
like
crazy. But are you really okay with all this?
What do you mean?
We've seen his past. The Academia plans to fuse your consciousness with the divine knowledge capsule. This is extremely risky. Even if the Academia's theories are correct and you manage to gain a wisdom of a god, you will probably no longer remain yourself and you'll become a greater Lord Rukadavada for Academia. Even if it means losing yourself, would you still become a god?
Those words almost make you sound
Oh
like
my
a friend
god.
who actually cares.
Those words put together by the balladeer actually mean so much coming from him. Because we know the idea that he feels like nobody cared about him, that everyone left him to the wayside.
But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you.
You feel that way?
I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value.
God. The endless imagination here.
All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago.
Born of human feelings. So he feels like he's above those feelings, or at least he's trying to convince himself he is.
Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me.
Oh my god!
Just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction?
Am I right in our face like this? Hello? Hi? And he's asking us, like, why are we defending this world when all, like, because he's, from his experience, this world isn't worth defending. We know this. You wouldn't understand.
I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking.
Oh my god!
And sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation.
Look at this shot!
So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about
This is like
truth.
the first time someone said to us as well, hey, you're just had this guardian complex.
It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance.
Oh my god, he is gone so far onto like the nihilist spectrum. I think it's almost like he's trying to convince himself though. It's better to not know about this stuff because he knows like how bad the world can be. If that's truly what you, but this is incredible. Why do you keep your conviction with Hypatia, surely? With the power you've come to possess, you can cut her off with just a thought.
Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So
My head is going to
Hypatia has
explode.
been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory.
I am done. My head hurts. This idea that Hypatia can become like my first follower. That's like he's already thinking about that stuff. Is that so?
You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging.
If you truly cherish your follower, you protect her from harm.
Who wants to hurt my devout follower?
Wait, are you serious? The doctor does not wish for to stay in Suminu and continue receiving treatment here. Isn't that a little suspicious?
The doctor wants to hurt my first
Are you serious,
follower?
Baldir? What? Doesn't that make you mad?
How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good
I
at
thought that would
sowing
work. I was
discord?
actually thinking that's gonna work.
The doctor has never known his place. Even now, The puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god.
This is I can't get over how well this is like presented.
You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift. Just like my expression of affection towards
But it's so
Hypatia.
interesting that when we mentioned like someone wants to hurt Hypatia, he instantly went, "Who wants to hurt her? Who wants to hurt her?"
It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak
What are
with
we getting?
me. As my listener, you will be
my
rewarded.
That look on your face, what are you planning?
Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Where'd he go?
Paimon hears thunder!
What?
That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while.
I didn't expect it either. He's become milder, somehow more, even more deranged.
Where is the storm headed?
He's using the gnosis to change the whole weather?
That means anyone outside is in danger. Let's go. Tighnari and Dehya still must be fighting.
Don't stand too close to me, or you might get hit by lightning too.
Oh, Benny. No. That was one of the most well-presented cutscenes I've seen in a video game. And this idea that he's like, hey, like he's so far into this that he's like, this is my new follower. I'm higher than the doctor now. I'm higher than like the Harbingers, man. I'm a god. But it seems like he's trying to ignore his past. He's trying to ignore the sad parts of his past. And look what he's done. He's changed the freaking weather. This is mind-blowing.
Oh, have the Fatui retreated?
You guys okay?
Hey, what happened to you?
He's hurt.
You got hit by lightning?
I'm fine. Ow!
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
I didn't expect to see the Balladeer there at all.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange.
Yeah.
Lightning
He changed the
started
weather
attacking
with the
everyone,
freaking Raiden
almost
Shogun's
as if
gnosis.
It were alive. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds.
Oh, he
by
wasn't even
bolts
thinking
of
about protecting
lightning.
anybody at all. And the gift that he gave us was to seal his power?
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat.
Your wound, I'm really sorry.
It's all right. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia all right?
It's so interesting. Tighnari was the last person we told about the Balladeer as well. We want to tell you something.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case. Let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things there.
And the rain, look at this. Look what he's did. Look what he's done. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. Terrified but impressed. Impressed. Impressed.
Thank goodness she's fine.
Yeah, the Balladeer wasn't gonna hurt her. He had no intentions of hurting her.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself?
He's just a good dude. That's why I'm so happy to have him with Calais.
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Paimon.
Let me rest for a bit.
Oh, poor Tighnari. Look at him.
Sorry, traveler. Now you may start.
This has been crazy. What a crazy mission so far.
So that's what you were talking believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all way beyond me.
I mean, it's way beyond me as well, to be honest.
As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
I mean, like, I'm kind of, that's the way I live my life too, is like, it's like as long as I have like some simple comforts, but like, guys, like, is it not, like, how did you feel after this mission? Because right now, like, I have a sinking feeling in my stomach, like I can't get over it.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you
Oh,
for your help
poor man, he
back
had to
there.
sit down.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to and left Sumeru in a hurry.
Yeah, and I also have a theory. I think the Balladeer is the reason why the doctor is targeting Aphasia. Her conscience is connected to the Balladeer and she has seen his past.
Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the Balladeer. Is that why they tried
So
to
maybe they don't
seize
want the
Aphasia?
past of the Balladeer being brought up again.
You said the Balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
Like, all the reasons that he's come to the place he was, but who he was as the Balladeer, right? Who he actually was. But we can't be for sure. Yeah, we can't be for sure.
The Balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the Balladeer zap him with lightning?
I know, it depends. I think if you try to touch Aphasia, maybe.
Based on what the Traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us.
And did he change the weather as well? Because he knows the doctor is going away in the boat as well. That's going to make the travel so much more difficult.
In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The doctor is
Thanks
out
to the
of the
Balladeer.
picture now.
Yay! That's a big accomplishment!
I'm also happy for you.
Thank you for the help, Tighnari. Make sure you rest
Oh yeah,
up for
please.
now.
Please get some rest right now.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
Really fantastic breakpoints that they always do in these Archon quests. Really, really fantastic. Oh, he's sitting on... Oh my god! Oh no.
You can just focus on your plan. Leave Hypatia to me.
That's so sweet. That is so sweet.
My wound is not going to get in the way. Okay. Guess I'll sit still for a little while longer.
This is why, like, this is why I always love the idea of doing the story quests, like when they're
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on.
Sorry about that. It makes sense to me that, like, you know, now, because like I know what he's sitting on. You know what I mean? I know he's sitting on Karkata. Karkata? Isn't it Karkata? Karkata? It's been a while, but like, you know what I mean? Like that the context is here. If we chose to do it after all this stuff was done, this context is not here, right? Would he even be sitting on this though? If it wasn't for us doing the story quests. That's the thing. Oh my god, this was such an incredible time, guys. Such an incredible time. That actual cutscene with the Balladeer was one of the most incredible things that's been in this game so far. And I would say the best cutscene we've seen in the game so far. And I keep saying that because it keeps becoming true and more true. And it's going to get even more true as we're going forward. It gets more and more true every time we say it. Yeah, the combat situation, I'm not gonna dwell on that. We're just gonna do better next time. That's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna think, because I know I can do better. You guys know I can do better. That was just an awful showing. I was an awful changing of party members. I hadn't fought for 2 members. I think if we had Xing Shou, it would have been way easier as well. We wouldn't have gotten as effed as well. So maybe putting Xing Shou on instead of official sometimes would be a good idea as well. Or maybe instead of, maybe we'll see. We'll see how it works. Like we can interchange with parties and stuff like that. Where I think this is going, I can't even tell you exactly it is, but like what we have found here, to me, is that we have found that there is a very formidable being created that's becoming a god. But at the same time, that creation of the god seems to be something in the Fatui, like with the Hypatian out of this, that seems to be a chink in the Fatui's armor as well, that they don't see this as a good thing entirely in terms of his memories, not the god part of it, that they don't want the memories getting out. And I wonder if it has something to do with they don't want the Balladeer to ever feel like he is closer to a human than he is closer to a god. That's why I'm feeling. If the more he feels like a human, the more he dwells in the past, the more he cares about his past, the more he will be, you know, I guess, like, how to say it, the more he will, like, probably, like, consider himself on the level of the humans, you know what I mean? And I feel like he definitely was trying to convince himself. Guys, that's going to do it for this video. We're going to come back tomorrow with more of this mission, and I thank you guys so much for supporting the series, and thank you so much for always being in the series. I never really promote the Patreon, but I will now and say that, like, the Patreon really does keep this series going and allows me to do this 4 times a week, and I do love doing this. And I thank you so much to all my patrons at every level, and I thank you so much to the ones that get called out as well, and that's the TIE Fighter 2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, the Ghost of Inazuma, it's Felicius Felix, Eskun, Ewald, Radish, Anusta, Shabbatterbed, Malcolm Day, Death Trap, and Lynx Markey, and let's do the thing, Farazan.